Welcome to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show. Coming up on today's show, we get you ready for the Sharpstown Apollo versus the Ball High Tours on Clear Life Media and galvnews.com. On the pre-show, we talk to the players and the coaches. Plus, we highlight some of the photography students at Ball High School, and we got the Student of the Week. Stay tuned.
The Sharpstown Apollos take on the Ball High Tours on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Take care of the ball, and we have got to score.
Watch live on Clear Life Media and galvnews.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show. My name is Kurt Casper. I'm with Clear Life Media, and coming up today, we have the Sharpstown Apollo versus the Ball High Tours on Clear Life Media and galvnews.com. This is going to be a very exciting matchup of Friday night football that you're not going to want to miss. There are tons of ways to tune in. You can actually watch right here on Clear Life Media, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also watch on our website, clearlifemedia.com. We would also like to let you know that you can tune in on our partners, Galveston County Daily News' website. That's galvnews.com. Thank you, Galveston County Daily News, for helping spread this high school football matchup tonight. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors of the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week, including the United Way Galveston County Mainland, Galveston College, and Troy Chase Realty Group. All of our sponsors are listed on the screen. Tonight's action is brought to you free of charge thanks to our wonderful sponsors. So give our sponsors a big shout out and say thank you, because without them, tonight would not have been possible. It's a district matchup of Sharpstown Apollos taking on the Ball High Tours. The Ball High defense is one of the best in the state. They have not allowed a touchdown since the first game. Let's see if that streak continues. I'm now joined by James Lacombe from the Galveston County Daily News. James, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. What can we expect from Sharpstown? What can we expect from Ball High?
I mean, Sharpstown's going to give Ball High their best effort. I mean, Ball High is obviously the team to beat in this district. And when you're the team to beat, you're going to get every other team's best effort. And I think Sharpstown's going to come in and try their best with their best effort. But I do feel like Ball High is just going to be the superior team. Like you kind of mentioned, anyone can be beat on any given night in football, especially if Ball High were to just overlook this team, say, you know, we already beat a team that beat you guys pretty bad, so why do we have to worry about you? But you can't go into it looking like that. And but I feel like Ball High won't do that. I feel like they're well coached enough to take every team that's put in front of them seriously.
You know, we talked to Coach Benite earlier in the week, and he said he's still looking for that perfect game where, he's had a few 8s, he's had a few 9s, but he hasn't had a 10. And tonight he's hoping that can happen. What do you think are those little things that Ball High needs to do to get them ready for the playoff?
Sure, and this game, it could get out of hand in Ball High's favor, but what you want to look for from Ball High are those little things, like you mentioned. Like Coach Benite mentioned, they have 10 goals and they've been close but not quite there yet. So you kind of want to see them get closer and closer to getting that 10 out of 10. I'm sure one of those is no penalties. I'm sure he'd like to see a clean game, no penalties, especially the self-inflicted kind, like, personal foul stuff. Because, it's still a program that's learning how to win. 2 years ago, they were winless in district. So, Ball High is kind of in an unfamiliar position, being the district favorite. And as a fan, even though this game may, like I said, get out of hand in Ball High's favor, you want to see the team progress in those little ways, play a clean game, no turnovers, very few penalties, if any at all, is what you want to see. And just see them take care of business. And, they're supposed to win, so they should act like they're supposed to win.
I like that. James is going to be back with more, including we're going to talk about, should Ball High be ranked in the top 10?
Hi, I'm Mike Dudas from Ball High School. Go Tours!
First of all, we want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors, including Galveston College. Here's what's going on at Galveston College this year. I'm now joined by a representative from one of our sponsors, Galveston College. First of all, introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Ed Trinkel-Silas. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communication at Galveston College.
First of all, why should somebody choose Galveston College, and talk about being in this Galveston community?
Galveston is an awesome community to be in. We're right here, we're on an island next to the beach. I mean, what more would you want than being able to live here on the island? But going to college is even better to be able to do that, right? You know, what student wouldn't want to be near a beach for their educational journey or to continue their educational journey? Anyone who wants to pursue a higher education, that wants a rewarding career, that Galveston College is for them. We offer over 50 programs and certificates, short programs, long programs, from anywhere from a few weeks to a couple of years. We also have 2 bachelor programs, which is very unique to a community college. Typically, a community college offers just 2-year degrees, and we have now bachelor programs too. Our most recent are Bachelors of Nursing, which is fully online, and you can get that done in about 9 months. So there's a lot of things and a lot of reasons to come to Galveston College. It's growing as well. We're building a new health sciences education center. It's going to be 3 stories, 64,000 square feet, state-of-the-art equipment. So these are all things that our students and the community are going to benefit from because of Galveston College investing in the college and in the students, and therefore in our community as well.
And you guys have a lot of different programs. Can you you can't mention all of them because there's so many, but talk a little bit about some of those programs that students can participate in when they choose Galveston College.
Well, the college offers over 50 programs and certificates. That's
why we couldn't list them all.
Right. So anywhere from allied health to other academics that can be transferred to a 4-year university, continuing education, for pipe fitting, welding, nursing, radiography. There's just an endless amount of classes and programs that they can pursue in careers.
Awesome. So you guys are also sponsoring our Student of the Week on the Clear Life Media Game of the Week. What was one of the reasons for supporting that, and why is that important to support high schoolers in this area in Galveston County?
Well, obviously, as a community college, we're involved with the community, and we want to be able to support our community, our students, our children. We know they're the future of Galveston and basically of the country too, because a lot of students go out and they become the leaders of not just our community but around the country. So we're deeply involved in Galveston. So that's one of the reasons that we do here. We support the ISD as well as the other institutions around the area. So we wanted to, this is just one more way that we can do that. Galveston College also has athletics programs of its own in baseball and softball. So this is just a little extension of that as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sponsoring our Student of the Week. That story is coming up later on in our pre-show. Still to come on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show, we talked with players and coaches at both Ball High and Sharpstown. Plus, the cross-country season is still underway. Earlier, we spoke with some of the athletes as they prepare for the district meets coming up soon. And we have the Galveston College Student of the Week. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Galvez, and go Tours!
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show. I'm Kurt Casper with Clear Life Media. Tonight we have the Sharpstown Apollos taking on the Ball High Tours. You can watch all of the action on Clear Life Media and galvnews.com. If you're watching right now, I want to hear in the comments below, who do you think is going to win? Also, you can hit the share button, text a friend, tell them to tune in. Tonight's going to be a very fun matchup. And here's what's going on with Ball High.
There's a saying in football, anybody can beat anybody on any given night, and that's the truth. The first time we fall asleep, first time we don't take care of our business, first time we lose focus, the first time we overlook somebody, an opponent, we're going to mess around and get beat.
I just take every rep seriously and go hard, like the game is practice, so I can get ready for playoffs.
We don't get to choose who we play. We just play how we play. We play Galveston tour football, so that's what I can say about that.
We try to create some competition during the week. You caught us on a good day. This is our competition day on Tuesday. We're full speed, full go. We're working against ourselves, offense versus defense, and winner gets a prize or loser gets up downs. Little things like that that we're doing to create some competition during the week, each and every week.
It just puts everybody in practice every day to the best of their extent, and just getting them to work harder.
It's competitive, very competitive. We having a good season so far, getting ready for the playoffs, pretty much bettering ourselves every day. And offense and defense is like a dogfight every day. With these scrimmages, it's very competitive, and we like to make each other better back and forth all the time. So it's real great. It's a good feeling.
A lot of times life's not fair. So we can only live what life gives us. Live the life we're given, and do the best we can with it. So that's what we're doing here. And like I said, the kids are maturing a lot. They've been in the program 3 years now, and they're doing a great job of doing what we ask them to do.
Go Tours!
I'm now joined again by James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News to talk about Ball High. First of all, I saw earlier, Ball High still not getting the love in the rankings, even though being 4-0. And I think maybe their schedule is holding that back. But this team looks like a top 10 team, don't you think?
Sure. I mean, it's hard because Ball High is kind of reminiscent of the BCS days in college football. Whenever you'd have a team like a Boise State who kind of runs the table in their conference, but they're not really that battle tested, so you don't know.
You can only beat who's on your schedule, right?
You can only beat that. I was getting to that. You can only beat who's on your schedule, and we can't forget that Ball High made the playoffs last year in a pretty tough district. So, and they have a lot of those players back this year, so they're a legit playoff team. They're not just coasting in because of the district they happen to be in this season.
I was going to ask, when you have a district like they're in, where it seems like Friday nights is a little bit easier than it should be, how do you prep for that? How do you make sure that when the playoffs roll around that they're ready, like Ball High has to do this year?
It's tough. I mean, one of the best things they can do is kind of do their starters on defense versus starters on offense in practice, just going up against each other, because that's probably honestly the best competition they're going to face until the playoffs start is each other. But that's so tough because even with the best programs in the state, I think we saw this last year with the Fort Bend Marshall, they're a great 5A program, always have been, but they were in a very similar district to Ball last year, and they lost in the first round after finishing first place in their district. On the other hand, I feel like, like I mentioned earlier, Ball High is a program that's still kind of in rebuilding mode almost, and to be able to do that in a district like this can give them a lot of the confidence they need to kind of take that next step as a program to be say in 2 years, if they're in a harder district, they can be a consistent winner because, they've been able to kind of learn how to win without the pressure of having to be near perfect or perfect every game to win.
My name is John Williams. Go Ball High Tours. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
During the games on Friday night, students in the A team at Ball High School go around and take photos of the game. But they also are helping out in the community, taking photography classes to the next level. Here's more.
This class is basically a learner's photography class. If you are experienced, you will be given the choice to join the A team, or you would be as a regular student working on regular assignment. And you join this class, the best thing to do is pay attention, because if you do join the A team, they're just gonna throw you in there sometimes, and if you don't know what you're doing, hey, that's on you.
So I really like the opportunity being able to go to all these different places and meet all these people and be able to work with, you know, people that you're familiar with and people you're not familiar with. It really brings you into like a whole new world of photography. And, you know, usually I just thought of photography as like, okay, you take a picture and it looks nice, but now you realize that photography is so much more.
And I always say to the students, being a part of photography and video and other programs that I do, you get to be part of the community and go to events that the average student is never invited to. Kids that already knew how to operate a camera, they just need a little fine tuning. And that's where we just really, the kids took off and started taking pictures at games right away, where we thought, well, we're gonna probably just ease into this, and then we're taking pictures on demand. So I think you can probably already see just from the students talking about the program and editing and that type of thing, and they're having fun, and they're taking 100% ownership of what they do.
The district meet for the Ball High cross country team is just around the corner.
Top 10 in three of our meets, so that's really well.
Just like beating people.
It's growing pretty well. Each week our team is improving on their times, and that's pretty much all you can ask for. One freshman that has actually finished in the top 10 in three of our meets, so that's really well.
Just like beating people, especially in the last little like area, sprinting past people is like really fun. So.
We have 3 weeks left, including district, and we're hoping that we can get someone on the team, or hopefully the entire team, to qualify for regionals. A lot of kids that go the extra mile and are extra dedicated, and they actually run on their own outside of practice. If anyone's watching this and they want to join cross country, by all means, please come on out and join us. We'd love to have you.
Still to come on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show, we were able to speak with some of the players and the coaches at Sharpstown as they prepare for tonight's matchup against Ball High. Plus, we get the final predictions from James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News. Stay tuned, there's more to come.
My name is Theophon Slavimana, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Thank you, Texas First Bank, for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Learn more about Texas First Bank at www.texasfirst.bank. Thank you to Troy Chase Realty Group for sponsoring the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Get your dream home with Troy Chase Realty Group and learn more at troychase.com.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show. I'm Kirk Casper. Tonight's matchup is brought to you by our sponsors, including Ron Carter League City, Galveston College, United Way, Galveston County Mainland, and much more. All of our sponsors are listed on the screen, and we just want to say thank you, because without these amazing sponsors, we would not be able to bring tonight's action to you free of charge. Tonight's game between Sharpstown Apollos and the Ball High Tours is being broadcast on Clear Life Media's Facebook, YouTube, and our website, clearlifemedia.com. You can also watch with our partners, Galveston County Daily News, on their website, galvnews.com. I'm again joined by James Lacombe of the Galveston County Daily News. James, Sharpstown, the Apollos, what do they bring to the table for tonight's game? What are you looking to see from this team?
Well, I mean, listening to some of the pregame interviews you guys did with them, they seem like they have a lot of heart. They seem like they're a very close group, and I think they're going to bring some fights. I mean, we were talking about earlier with Ball High being the heavy favorite, being the district favorite, they're going to get everyone's best effort, and it'll be interesting to see how Sharpstown, what they bring as far as, you know, their best effort goes, because, you know, they're going to bring it. It's just going to be interesting to see, you know, how that manifests.
You know, just watching some of the practice footage, you can see it on the screen. They're smart, so they understand the game of football. They were able to get in, at least when we were filming, that they were able to get into their spots. They knew where they were going, and it was just really kind of cool to watch them develop through that. So I think tonight's going to be a very good game.
Yeah, like you said, you could tell those kids you interviewed were smart kids. I don't think they're going to be overwhelmed in the moment, you know, considering, you know, they seem to have the mental aspect of the game down. And for them, you know, I just feel like the longer they can keep it close, you know, the more opportunity they have to actually, you know, put a little pressure on Ball High, maybe make Ball High second guess themselves. And if they can stick around, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, we see it in college football all the time with your Appalachian States beating your Texas A&Ms.
It could happen, and you never know. That's going to be coming up later on in the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
There's a chance. You know, it's not going to be easy. You know, they are a very good team. They're very disciplined. I've enjoyed watching them on film. Enjoyed watching them live. But now it's time for us to strap it up and line up opposite of them and see what we have.
We're just trying to focus on ourselves getting better, improving physically, improving mentally, because we looking to win the last 5 games of the season.
This week we're working on making sure we run the plays correctly, be able to execute, and mainly work on the players that need to know what they're doing and get the players to the level where they can start getting into the games and be able to execute and play against Galveston ball on the same level.
I think the key for us is us concentrating on us. I think if we take care of the things that we need to take care of, which is our execution, us being able to keep our heads cool in the game, stay hydrated, and just play together as a team, you know, Friday night the game's going to take care of itself.
We didn't look down upon, but we're trying to change that. We're trying to be a physical team, a football team that is really known around here, and a team that works hard for everything they have. Nothing is ever given to us. We have to work for everything.
It's like family out there. We're taking each other. We're going to enjoy and have fun on that field.
At the end of the day, it's a district game, and it's something we're going to take very serious. And, you know, God willing, we come out of this on top.
Just keep watching out for our football team. We're willing to surprise a lot of people this season.
You know, if we happen to be on that side when it strikes all zeros, it'll definitely be that type of effort, and it's going to take all of us to do it.
Still to come on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show, we make our final predictions, plus the Galveston College Student of the Week. Stay tuned.
My name is Christian Thornton. I go to Ball High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. Now, the Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department of
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily News. News you can trust and stories you can rely on.
Welcome back to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week pre-show. I'm Kurt Casper with Clear Life Media. We are moments away from kickoff tonight as the Sharpstown Apollos take on the Ball High Tours on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. You can watch on Clear Life Media as well as Galveston County Daily News. We want to thank all of our sponsors one more time, because without these amazing sponsors, we would not be able to bring tonight's action free of charge. If you are watching right now, please make sure that you share this out. Again, kickoff is moments away. Text a friend, tell them to tune in, leave a comment below on what you think the final score is going to be. And here's James Lacone with tonight's final predictions. You know, Ball High has only allowed 1 touchdown all season long. Do they give up another touchdown tonight? So that should be the question and not the score, right?
That should be the question. Yes, that game in the second quarter of the first game against Lamarck, so their scoreless or shutout streak, I should say, on defense stands at,
3 games in 2 quarters?
3.5 games, yeah. So 14 quarters as it stands now. And I think Ball High is going to keep that streak going.
That's what he
says.
says.
I think it's going to be a shutout again tonight.
All right, tell us your final score prediction.
I'm going to be conservative with it and say 55-0 Ball High.
That's your conservative. Hopefully it's a little bit closer. You're going to have to tune in and find out right here on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
My name is David Coleman with the Ball High Tours, and you're watching the Game of the Week with Clear Life Media.
One of the amazing things that we get to do here at Clear Life Media is we get to go into the classroom and highlight some of the students that are doing amazing things in the classroom. Here's tonight's Galveston College Student of the Week for Ball High School.
I am Tate Birchfield and I am Student of the Week at Ball High School. Here at school, I'm involved in multiple service organizations. Service and leadership is something that I'm really interested in and I want to carry throughout my life. Like National Honor Society, I'm in Mu Alpha Theta, which is Math Honor Society, and Key Club, which is another service organization. But beyond that, I like the arts too. So I've been involved with theater and choir, and before I was in golf for 3 years.
Tate has been involved in many advanced academic courses since he was a sophomore. He was enrolled in my course as a sophomore when a majority of the students are juniors. He is a go-getter, he is ambitious, he is a great leader and a wonderful asset to any academic environment.
Thank you to Galveston College for sponsoring the Student of the Week.
Begin your path toward a rewarding career by enrolling at Galveston College. Choose from 50 degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu.
That wraps up today's pre-show on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. We're now going to toss you out to Galveston for tonight's action.
The Sharpstown Apollos take on the Ball High Tours on the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week.
Take care of the ball, and we have got to score.
Watch live on Clear Life Media and galvnews.com.
It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's a great night for football here in Galveston, Texas. I am Todd Moore calling the action here with Clay Roberts. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week as we host the Ball High Tours as they take on the Sharpstown Apollos in what should be an awesome matchup here tonight. How do you like that, Clay?
Man, I tell you what, I am excited as always to watch little high school football. The Ball High Tours, they are 4-0, 2-0 in division play. They're going to be matching up against the Sharpstown Apollos. They are 2-3, 1-2 in division play. It's going to be a good game.
And as you see it, the undefeated Ball High Tours hosting tonight's game here at the Kermit Corville Stadium here in Galveston, Texas. We are about to start the opening ceremonies. The national anthem is coming up here pretty soon. And I'll tell you this much, the Ball High Tours have had one heck of a season, and so they had completely shut out their last three opponents, Clay.
Absolutely. They say defense wins championships, and right now that seems to be the focus of Ball High this season, is making sure that defense has been on track in every single game.
And we were talking earlier about how many points was scored onto them. How many points was scored onto them, Clay?
I believe it is only 7 points given up all season. 7 points in 4 games. That is insane how good defense is being played by Ball High.
It's incredible, but don't count the Sharpstown Apollos short. Coming into this matchup with 2 victories under their belts, currently 1-2 in district. They have a tall task ahead of them against the Ball High Tours. Head coach Matthew P. Torres, interviewing him earlier this week, was very impressed with the Tours overall as a team, and he is ready for the challenge here tonight.
Absolutely. We also interviewed head coach Sheldon Benight of Ball High. He spoke earlier in the week about how you know, anything can happen when a team comes into Galveston. Anything can happen when a team rolls up. It's any given Friday night. And you know, that's kind of what Sharpstown's looking to be any given night.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a moment of silence as we finish up the national anthem. Thank you guys for watching on clearlifemedia.com. We'll be back here. We're going to continue with this shot as we play the national anthem. We're going to take a quick moment of silence.
Why is looking at me? Está coqueteando. Te quiere. Bitches bien Sophie. Buenas noches, cada sábado. ¡Viva México! Excusation.
And there we have the Ball High ROTC program wrapping things up as we are about to have the opening coin toss for the two teams. Earlier here tonight, we had one of the Sharpstown Apollos coaches here up in the booth talking to us about his team. Has a lot of freshmen representing his team here tonight. Very young team, up and coming.
Absolutely. And we were speaking with him about how, you know, it's been quite a culture change here recently at Sharpstown, about how they've had some coaches come and go and people have come in, but Matthew Torres has come in, head coach Matthew Torres has come in and is trying to implement change and implement a culture there. And we're seeing that in some of the interviews we had with the players we'll talk about here in just a bit.
Right there you see number 55 and number 95 representing the Ball High Tours. That's number 95, Gerald Klauser, senior defensive end, and number 55, Moses Velez, senior out of Ball High. We see the team captains arriving from Sharpstown Apollos. Number 65, Theo Isbamania, excuse me there, senior out of the Sharpstown High School. Number 18, Wesley Robinson, the senior, likely one of their most athletic competitors on the team here tonight. He's going to be playing quite a few positions here, Clay.
Absolutely. We were looking at the depth chart earlier, and he is listed as athlete. So we're expecting to see Wesley Robinson, number 18, move all around the field and do as much as he can for the team.
And finally, but last but not least, number 1, Dylan Pardo, the sophomore out of the Sharpstown Apollos. And it's looking like the Apollos will be receiving here tonight. The Tours kicking things off. It's a beautiful night here in Galveston, Texas. We want to thank everyone that's joining us here tonight on clearlifemedia.com. Once again, I am Todd Moore, alongside with Clay Roberts here to call the action for you.
Man, I tell you what, it is a beautiful night for a football game. The sun is just setting over that Galveston shoreline. It is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful night. I'm excited for a little football.
What a setting here tonight as we see a beautiful sunset upon us. Right there in the middle of your screen, you see Tuffy Tor, the mascot for Ball High. He is ready to go. As we have there's some of the school representation for Ball High. This will be the last season for Kermit Corville Stadium before they make some renovations here tonight. And you know, Clay, you're not from Texas. You're saying that this is still a very impressive stadium here, in your opinion.
Absolutely, man. High school football in Texas, nobody does it like Texas. This is, you know, this is a stadium they say needs renovating. To me, this is twice the size of what I grew up with in Alabama. So high school football in Texas, man, it's something special. We're about to get underway with something right here.
Number 40, the senior, Ramon Carrillo from the Tours, and there's the kick. Kick to number 20. Brian Oro, as he is brought down right about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was thinking about bouncing into the end zone and didn't quite get there. He's forced to kind of return it, and it looks like they would be getting the ball at about the 4-yard line there. Not much of a return. It was a tricky kickoff to wrangle in.
This first down is brought to you by Texas First Bank. Texas First Bank, helping Texas build Texas since 1973. As we see what the Sharpstown Apollos have in store for the Ball High Tours. Very young team going against one of the most successful teams in the area, the undefeated Tours, as we are ready for some football action here tonight, Clay.
Absolutely.
Shotgun formation for the Apollos. To have the quarterback. Number 1, Dylan Pardo, short gain there as he is brought down by the Tours.
And that was not the quarterback. That was something of a wildcat formation to start out with.
Nice.
We had a wildcat formation with a bunch wide receiver look on the side. It's a very interesting way to start the game, something to start out with when you're already backed up inside your own end zone.
This second down is brought to you by A&A Machine and Fabrication, serving the Gulf Coast and now around the world since 1957.
It looks like Dylan Pardo will be taking most of the snaps here tonight.
Pardo now And there was a flag on the play. Let's see what's called on here.
There was some movement. I believe it might have been a false start.
Still in that Wildcat formation, Clay?
Yeah, I believe so. We were speaking with the linebackers coach earlier. I think he said that there was an issue with the normal starting quarterback, Adore Malou. So I think we might be seeing more Wildcat tonight than usual from Sharpstown.
Making adjustments on the field.
Against Apollos.
And they're backing Sharpstown up even closer to that goal line now. That's not what you want when you've got a young man in there being a quarterback for maybe the first time.
There we go. Repeat of second down. Pardo now looking for the room, and we're going to see a safety already kicking things off. Wow.
We talked about the ball high defense early. When you've got a running back in at quarterback, there's no doubt what's going to happen. That defense just ate it up, and we got the first points on the board on the defensive side.
Almost made it look too easy there for the ball high tours.
Absolutely. Unfortunately.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, the Ball High Tours scored a nice safety there and now lead the game and have opened things up for themselves. 2 points to 0.
You know, and a safety can be the most dangerous thing to happen in football because it's one of the only times that you will gain points and then gain possession.
The Ball High Tours have shut out their last 3 opponents. Are they on their way to a 4th game in a row in shutting out their opponents?
When I misspoke, I always thought a safety resulted in a punt, but they're kicking off from a tee. That's news for me.
There we see number 7, Danny Kiza, the junior out of the Sharpstown Apollos. Oh, short kick there, caught by number 26, Justin Thomas, and he is brought down right at about the 20-yard line.
And not only do they get 2 points, they get a very short field. They are already inside the red zone to start this drive.
Not the team you want to be in the red zone with this early in the game, Clay.
Absolutely. I tell you, look for the halfback. Look for number 17, Avon Coleman. He already has 9 touchdowns this season in only 4 games. Watch for him to maybe try to get the ball in there on this short yardage.
We are still in the first quarter, 10 minutes and 59 seconds. This first down is brought to you by Texas First Bank, helping Texas build Texas since 1973. As we see quarterback, number 1, Seth Williams, the senior, out of Ball High. Shotgun formation as he takes the ball. Quick handoff to number 17, Avon Coleman. And Coleman making his way. Touchdown, Tours. Wow, they strike early on their opening drive, Clay.
My goodness, as advertised, he was strolling into the end zone. From about the 10-yard line, Avon Coleman was in cruise control, walking to that corner of the end zone to get the first touchdown of the game and 9 points. Well, 8 points right now, 9 points I'm assuming, but let's see what happens on this extra point.
They have scored 40 points or more in their last 2 games. Is tonight going to be any different? So we have kicker Ramon Carrillo here to seal, put the exclamation points on the kick. And it is good. 9-0, Ball High. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
The Ron Carter League City Game of the Week is presented by Troy Chase Realty Group. Find your dream home. M6 Global Defense, providing comprehensive holistic plans to achieve safe communities and workplaces. B&O Construction. B&O Construction specializes in commercial and residential construction. Learn more at bnoconstructionllc.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We are back. as the Ball High Tours lead the game 9-0. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight on ClearLifeMedia.com. I am Todd Moore, calling the action here with Clay Roberts. And Clay, the Tours strike first, strike early. Only one play on offense.
We are barely a minute into the game, and it's already a 2-possession game. My goodness, as advertised, Ball High has shown up to show out.
I imagine Ramon Carrillo, the senior out of Ball High, is going to be getting a lot of reps here tonight.
Absolutely. I hope you warmed those hamstrings up, got that hip nice and loose, young man, because you're going to be kicking that ball quite a bit.
They are 4-0 for a reason. Here's the kick. Short kick to the outside there, right about the 30-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a short field there. It's going to put the Sharpstown here at about the 40.
And once again, this first down is brought to you by Texas First Bank. Texas First Bank has been helping Texans build Texas since 1973. Easy personal and commercial banking. Let's see how Sharpstown answers back.
It looks like they've given up on the Wildcat. They've got Perion Hill in there as a quarterback. That is their backup quarterback coming in. I'm not sure if he's gotten any snaps earlier in the season. Again, speaking with the linebackers coach earlier today, he said he wasn't quite sure. But he's in there now. We're going to see how it goes. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
And to paraphrase the Tours' head coach, Shelton Benight, as the old saying goes, on any given Sunday, any team can win. So
absolutely,
we still have a lot of football left to play. This story is still being written.
Absolutely.
We've seen crazier things, ladies and gentlemen, so hold on to your seats as Sharpstown Apollos, they are on offense now. Snapping it off to looks like number 3, Perion Hill, the freshman. As he hands it off to Pardo, number 1, and he runs into a wall of Tours, Clay.
My goodness, and they're running a 3-4 defense. They're absolutely just stuffing the line with linebackers, stuffing the line with those big nose tackles and defensive linemen, and they're not getting any movement up front for Sharpstown.
This second down is brought to you by A&A Machine Fabrication, serving the Gulf Coast and around the world since 1957. Second and 10 for the Apollos.
Looks like there's some miscommunication on the wide receiver side here.
As number 3, the freshman Hill, looking to get the snap. Once again, hands it off to Pardo.
And there was just nowhere to go on that one. That defense so far has been exactly what we expected out of them. Just penetration in the backfield. I don't believe, maybe got a yard on that play, but there was just nowhere to go for Pardo.
3rd and 8 for the Apollos. This third down brought to you from Affordable Air and Heat. Let's see what the 2 plays, 2 hands-offs to Pardo. Modest gains from the sophomore out of Sharpstown High School. They're snapping it to Perion Hill.
You're watching the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week on galvnews.com and Clear Life Media. Presented by Watergrove Event Venue. Watergrove is an elegant event venue in Dickinson, Texas, overlooking the beautiful bayou. Watergrove, elegance at every event. affordable air and heat. Affordable air is everywhere.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
I'm Leonard Woolsey, publisher of the Daily News in Galveston Island, Texas. The Daily News is the oldest newspaper in the state of Texas, older than the state itself. Since 1842, we've been delivering local journalism to people in this community. The Daily News is for everyone, but not everything in the Daily News is for everyone. The idea is we provide you content for today, help you look at tomorrow, and also all the content that's been generated in the history of Galveston County.
Let's budget.
I like to think that this is an important part of what we do here in Galveston County as well as here on Galveston Island.
Inside the Texas Department
The stories we tell are important. They're about people's lives. They impact people's lives day in and day out. We know every day when we produce news, the news that we put out there matters to our community, but we are also providing news to our community about how to take care of them and their loved ones. Pick up a Daily News or go to galvnews.com today. The Galveston County Daily News. News you can trust and stories you can rely on.
I tried shuffling.
That didn't look like shuffling.
It's from what Melissa taught me.
I was scared. You've been on this one too long. The
How far can I go back?
Oh, este juro.
Oh my God! It looks so bad.
Watch it for next, probably we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, it's like the light not coming back.
Probably.
Oh my God, checking the concession.
There, y'all are hot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so an unusual circumstance here tonight in Galveston, Texas. I'm Todd Moore calling the action here with Clay Roberts. And take a shot of that. We got no lights here tonight on Kermit Colville Stadium as we have the Ball High Tours. As you see right there, guys, we got the teams on the field trying to figure out what, oh, I see some lights coming up on the side. However, we got the referees trying to check out and figure out how to continue this game as we have no lights here tonight. So guys, we want to thank everyone that's joining us here tonight on ClearLifeMedia.com. I am Todd Moore alongside here with Clay Roberts. Clay, have you ever seen anything like this happen?
Never seen anything like this, but listen, do you hear it? Do you hear it? The power may be out, but there's still energy. The crowd's still here. We're not going anywhere. We're still here with you. You stick with us. If the power comes back on, we're going to get some more high school football.
So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. The score 9-0 for the undefeated Ball High Tours as they defend their turf against the Sharpstown Apollos. So stay with us, guys. Take a look. We got our teams down there trying to figure out their next plan of action.
Danny Kiza from Sharpstown Apollos. You're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
A&A Machine and Fabrication LLC is a full-service machining and fabrication facility in Lamarck, Texas. Thank you, A&A Machine and Fabrication, for supporting the Ron Carter League City Game of the Week. Learn more at aagroup.com.
A&A Machine and Fabrication. Quality people making quality products.
Begin your path toward a rewarding career by enrolling at Galveston College. Choose from 50-degree and certificate programs. Galveston College, your home away from home. Learn more at gc.edu. Book your next event, wedding, quince, or party at the elegant Water Grove event venue off Interstate 45 in Dickinson, Texas. Overlooking the Dickinson Bayou, there is space for every event. From the large ballroom to the game room, there's plenty of fun activities for your guests. Visit thewatergrove.com to learn how Water Grove is the destination for you.
And you are watching live on clearlifemedia.com. But we have an unusual situation, a first for many of us, where we have a game with no lights. And so I want you to check out this. The life of the stadium is still here. The student body has still got all the energy in the world. Take a look right there. They had the fireflies going out. Well, only 2 or 3 of them alive right now, but for a second there, we had the band playing. We had the fireflies. We got the ball players on the field looking to make their next move. And we want to thank everybody that's still joining us here tonight, still supporting the team. We got Ball High Tours taking on the Sharpstown Apollos. Crazy situation, isn't it, Clay?
Absolutely. You know, we spoke with some of the players of the Sharpstown Apollos earlier in the week, and they talked about how, you know, the team's not where we want it to be.
The stadium, if you get a quick shot, a guy like myself that's afraid of heights, this is probably the worst spot I can be.
I'll grab you.
Right over there, guys. Just a good 4 or 5 story drop off of this stadium. Not a fun place to be, but you know what? There's no better view in the house here tonight than right up here, clearlifemedia.com. Checking out the action on the field. As we see the Ball High Tours there in the background, trying to make their next move as they lead the game 9-0 over the Sharpstown Apollos. And we were just really quick into the game as we were only 4 minutes into the game. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll be giving you updates here shortly.
My name is Christian Thornton. I go to Ball High School, and you're watching the Game of the Week on Clear Life Media.
Nobody said it would be easy. We do it anyways, and we've been doing it for years. It became our mission, a mission to give back to the community. Because this is our community too. It's at the heart of every phone call, meeting, and sale. Here at Ron Carter League City, our community is you. Ram, Dodge, Chrysler and Jeep. Ron Carter League City, you deserve it. To learn more and shop our inventory, visit roncarterleaguecity.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so some bad news. Unfortunately, the game has to end here tonight. For us, at least, they're going to move to a different location and try to finish off the game. But here at ClearLifeMedia.com, we are done for the night. Catch us next week as we are at Netherlands at Santa Fe on ClearLifeMedia.com. We appreciate everything, guys, from ClearLifeMedia.com. I am Todd Moore with Clay Roberts saying good night from the gridiron.